So welcome everyone to our first session of App Promotion Summit Berlin 2021 online edition. Really excited for this next talk. He was live and direct last week at the Hotel Adlon. Really popular session. And yeah, we're going to be doing it now online for you all here today. So please welcome Ilia to the virtual APS Berlin stage.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, James. So yeah, let's go. Let's start with today's session. I'm back home in Helsinki from the Berlin. So it's super cold here today, like about minus 20 degrees, and I hope this session will warm me up and all of us today. So a little bit about myself. So my name is Ilia. I'm from AppFollow. I will tell you a little bit about this more. So I'm working in SO from 2015, I guess. So it's almost 7 years already. And right now I'm working as a product manager, head of ASO in AppFollow. So a little bit about us. So we are working as a one-stop company for ISO tool for managing customer reviews, customer ratings, like informing your roadmap. So there are lots of features and tools included, and we are a fully remote company. There are 100 employees from 70 countries, so and I guess 14 time zones. So it's a little bit complicated to manage all of these, but we are quite good on this. We are remote even before all these hard times. So anyway, today we're gonna talk about the app optimization lifecycle. So when I'm working with app, I just managing it like a cycle. So we are working with the first of all, we are working with the competitor analysis. So we are understanding what's all about, where our position on the market, or what is the market is all about. So then we are working with the discovery optimization, is included ASO, included graphic optimization, anything that will help to discover anything that will help customers and users to discover our app. And then we are working with our feedback. So we are reading what our customers are writing us, what they are complaining about, what their feature request. So then we are just implementing it and moving back to the competitor analysis. So it's a cycle, so it's non-stopping cycle. So we are always working it this way. So why we should watch our competitors? Let's start with the first step of the cycle. So of course, knowing what's happening on the market will help us to understand like what our plans could be, what our strategy could be, and understand what our competitors are doing, what they want to do next, and how can we predict their moves and to invent something that will help us to be in front of them. So yeah, as I told, every app has at least two competitors. So even if they think that your app is like the only one on the market, so you should look for indirect competition. For example, for all of the analytics tool on the market, like Google Sheets is the indirect competitor, so but the major one. So that means that even if you have like a super unique app, you always need to find your competitors and analyze them, looking what they're doing, trying to find something new from them. So first of all, we need, yeah, as I told, we need to identify our competitors. Who are they? Analyze the most valuable countries. That means that we need to understand what markets the crucial for them. Like, is it states? Is it Asian countries? Maybe this is African countries. So we need to understand where they are working, where they're like leaders. So then we need to find out how they're ranking and how many downloads they have in these countries to understand if if it will be easy for us to beat them, or we can just move this country to the tier 2, tier 3 volume and like come back to it later. So, and of course, as we are here on the ASO line, so we need to understand everything about their ASO strategy, like what keywords they're targeting, what localization they have, what graphics they're using, what CTAs they're using there. Are they highlighting features? Are they highlighting some mechanics? Are they highlighting anything else? So we need to know everything, how they approach their ASO. And of course, the customer feedback. We need to find out what people are missing there, like to analyze the customer feedback for our competitors, to see if there is anything that people are complaining about in their reviews. So this way we will able to find the spot for our app. So for example, if in some game people are complaining about lots of monetization ads, maybe some mechanics, so we can read these reviews and find out, yeah, 1 to 3 people complaining about this, people want this feature request like this, and we now have like a super draft plan for our future app. So the ultimate goal here to understand what can work in the industry that you selected and how we can be a part of this. So that means that we don't need to create like 135th app for something like some utility calculator or something like this. So our goal is to create something unique that will be like staying apart from the overall competition. So we talked more about this on the App Promotion Summit online this summer. So you can scan this QR code or click links on the video when the presentation will be shared with you, and watch and read more about how to work with competitors. So we are moving next now to the Discover optimization. So we are going to tell about numbers that you consider like benchmarks for your business. And it is super crucial to compare your data that you have with the market benchmark. So your conversion rate, your number of downloads, your rankings, your ratings, reviews, everything is crucial to compare with the market benchmark. This is how it helps you to understand that you are doing things right. So by having like only your numbers, for example, conversion rate of like 5.6%, is it good? Is it bad? We don't know. So that's super important to know what's happening on the market and how our numbers are different. So let's start with the Discover optimization with download channel share. So now we see that most downloaded games they are found by browsing. So this is quite logical because people that are looking for the apps, they prefer to search. For example, I need to find an app for marking a place like countries where I've been. I'm looking for the like travel map or something like this. I won't like browse the travel category. So, but if I want to find something to play, I will refer to the games tab in the App Store or games category to find some maybe racing games inside category. So it's complete browse. So, and when we are talking about the Google Play, it's super important to optimize for the Google algorithms. I will tell you a little bit more about this later. But right now the browsing share in Google Play much higher because there are lots of like auto featuring. I call it this way, the collection placements. So in categories for Google Play that Google analyze apps and place in these collections. So that means that we should optimize our descriptions, our text metadata in Google Play for the machine, for the Google Play machine. So to let Google know actually what our app is about, to let it be placed in this automated featured categories, automated featured placements. So the browsing share in Google Play is much more important than in App Store. And I think that is a good thing because Google wants us to download high quality apps. That means that we need to create high quality apps, and this will let us to be featured, and will let us to get more downloads. So the brand power. So we all know that according to Apple data, 65% of downloads are coming from search, but on average, 1/3 of these downloads are branded. So that means that people, for example, that are looking for the like airline tickets, they will look for like Skyscanner, they will look for Expedia. So most of them won't look like for airline tickets at all. So we see that in finance, shopping and travel, and food and drink, of course, there are lots of branded downloads. For example, like in food and drink, I guess people are looking for these delivery services, Grubhub, DoorDash, and others. So in shopping category, people are looking for the online stores. So if you are like releasing a new app in these categories, you still can find like generic long tail search terms, but it will be super complicated to compete these huge brands while working on in these categories. But for apps in the weather, utilities, and news categories, it will be super complicated, super challenging to get traffic with help of ASO. That there are lots of generic and long tail keywords. There are almost no brands, and everybody is trying to get their traffic. Everybody is trying to get their downloads with help of organic user acquisition, organic traffic, and so on. So, and the developer tools is the category with the least share of branded downloads, but that's I guess that's a logical part, and I don't know actually any app from the developer tool. So anyway, moving to I guess the most interesting part of these slides is the probability of being featured. So we analyzed almost 4 million placements, and here are some insights for you. So I guess that is also quite logical, but anyway, it's worth mentioning. So app revenue is a key to getting featured. So because of App Store and Google Play, they want their commission from your in-app purchases, from your subscriptions. So, and this is the key. So completely free apps also have chances of getting featured, but mostly then using some new technologies, like when the iPhone 12 I guess was launched, the LiDAR apps was featured. And if your app is like social valuable, like Corona Pass or something check-in app, it's also have chances to get featured, but I think it's not a major goal for you. So in any other chances, there are like 98% of apps are featured only because they are paid in-app, so they're bringing money to Apple and Google, and this is the goal. So, and talking about the rating, you should always keep a rating of 4.5. But remember, by the way, remember this number. We'll talk about this. So this rating 4.5 and higher will give you much more chances to getting featured. So the goal is to earn money for Apple and Google, and keep high average rating, and that will help you to getting featured. So, and don't worry about your position in top charts, even if you are located like in top 20, top 200, if you are located in top 200 in grossing chart, that actually does not matter. We predict that the conversion rate to payment is much more important. So that means that if your conversion rate to payments is quite good, so when you will be featured and lots of customers, lots of users will jump in your app, they will subscribe, they will buy your in-apps, and that will help Apple get their money. So the conversion rate for payments is super important, and your current position is like something that you shouldn't care about. So of course, like as I told, Apple is featuring apps that brings more revenue. That is why we see lots of huge brand in the top 15 developers of being featured this year. So there are lots of huge names like Supercell, Playrix, Ubisoft, Gameloft, and others. So this is just one more thing to prove that Apple is really care about the money that featuring apps and games are bringing to them. So one side story about the Netflix. So Netflix had feature replacements every day on the app page and several times per week on the Today page in 2018. So that was almost 2,000 feature replacements during the year. But in 2019, they removed the possibility to subscribe for the Netflix service via in-app. So the only way left is to go to the Netflix website and subscribe there. And boom, their feature replacements dropped to 100 in 2019 and 500 in 2020. So that means that Netflix stopped bringing revenue to Apple, and Apple stopped featuring them. So the feature replacements are back in this year. So I guess this is connected with the Epic case. So about this payment things. So, but anyway, there are still no non-collection feature replacements in today. So earlier Netflix was featured like app of the day, the stories, so the whole cut was related to the Netflix app. But now it's featured like in just in collections, like super useful apps or something, apps worth to install, something like this, without the specific titles. So we are waiting for the December 9. December 9 is the date when the co-decision should take into the like in life. So Apple should ask you to provide these payment options outside the App Store. So I heard some things that Apple will still get their commission from these options, but anyway, we don't know how it will work. So we need to wait like a couple more days to see what's going to happen on December 9. So, but my prediction is that if you apply these options for payments outside the App Store, you will stop getting featured like Netflix did. So because you will stop bringing money to Apple, or you still will if there will be some commissions from the outside or I would say from the payments outside the store. So we are waiting for Thursday, and we'll see what's going to happen. So let's talk about the conversion optimization a little bit. So we see that, as I told, the food and drink and shopping categories has a huge share of brands. That means they have like the highest median conversion rate in the App Store. And the navigation, of course, is people are looking for some navigation apps. That means the conversion rate are high as well. So conversion rate benchmark is a super important number for you. You need to understand this number as your baseline. So you can check the whole table with all categories, the auto updates on our website. So you need to understand these numbers as a baseline, use it in your own goal. So for example, if you are running the education app, that means that your conversion rate from impression to install should be not lower than 3.8 these days. So if your conversion rate is lower, that means that you have more things to do, more things to work with your graphics, your icons, your CTAs, anything else. So the same thing is Google Play. The food and drink, travel and local, as I said, it is a huge brand share. You should always take care of it, take care of your brand if you're working these categories. But if you're looking like for some new niche, the personalization category has the lowest median conversion rate. That means there are lots of like new keyboards, themes, and you have to have a really good keyboard, for example, or graphic theme for your Android device to be in this category. That people are looking for, people just scrolling down and trying to find something for their devices. So the most growing industries this year in terms of the organic user interest is, of course, travel. About 60% of going up during this year of organic demand. So followed by finance and navigation. I guess people started traveling, people started going somewhere. That means the travel and navigation are growing. And the finance, maybe they're just trying to save some money after all these years. And I guess everybody is tired of this news, everyday news. So that's why the most falling category in organic user interest is in news. And the other categories there are just staying the same. So I'm really happy as I'm working with the travel app. I'm really happy that travel category is almost doubled there. It's organic user interest. So by the way, that was a joke on the live session. So the most growing keyword for 2021 is there was some predictions, like maybe it's a corona keyword, but anyway, it's a Squid Game keyword. So does anybody remember the Clubhouse that were working like in the beginning of this year, but now I don't know where is it. So the same thing is happening with Squid Game. It has a popularity of 5, so it's like 0 installs, zero impressions. But in a few days, it was growing like as hell to the 85, that the popularity of Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and other keywords. So now it's constantly falling. So anyway, this was a huge grow. This is, I guess, the largest grow I saw in my ASO history. So let's move to the feedback part. So the customer feedback actually is the only source of feedback that you have in the App Store and Google Play. So if you don't have any help desk options or email support in your app, so the customer feedback in the reviews is the only channel so that you can use. And of course the working with customer feedback will help you to understand what your customers want, what they are complaining about, to optimize your roadmap, to create more valuable features, and of course to work with the customer experience. That is super important, that you need to work with customer experience that will help you to grow your app organically. So the customer feedback, of course, super important for the support teams that can, as I told, can enhance the customer satisfaction, to prolong the customer lifetime, to increase lifetime value for customers. The product team that can analyze this customer feedback and get some insights to qualify their roadmap, to understand how the customers, how they're using this, how they're using your product today, and how they're going to use it tomorrow. So what they want to have in your app or game, and what they just don't want to have. So, and of course the marketing team, they can use the customer feedback to understand how they're different with competitors, what the key insights, how they can get some insights on promotion of your app or game. So these also are some kind of numbers as a baseline, as a benchmark. So as I told before, our goal is to have the average rating of 4.5 and higher. And we see here that the rating by reviews is always lower than the average rating by stars. So that's okay. That's a good number. So because people tend to write reviews, they when they are just unhappy with something. So you won't write review, then you are happy with the app. You won't go to the store and write the review. So that is what's happening. So that's why people are writing reviews when they are complaining about something. So that's why the average rating by reviews is always lower. So it's okay. Just this is how it works. So, and Android users, they tend to write more reviews, mostly because store asking them to do so. So when you are using this native rating request in the App Store, it's only asking you to leave a star rating, and then you can close it. But in Android, it's always asking you to leave a review. So that's why the median number of reviews for all the Google Play apps, number is slightly higher. So the response time, of course, in Google Play is much lower, because in Google Play, when you are applying to your view, applying to the customer review, it's going to be published instantly. But in the App Store, it takes several hours, days before App Store will process this reply. So it's not possible to communicate with the customer just in real time. But anyway, it's super important to understand, to reply to the reviews, to understand, to ask more information, so and so on. But in Google Play, it can be done almost in like real-time communication. So another side story why it's important of having rating 4.5 and higher. In the Play Store on the device, customer has this kind of filter that you can click, like 4.5 filter, and for example, on this search screen, all the apps except one will disappear. So for example, if you're ranking like number 3 here, you have the Yoho Sports app, for example, and you're ranking number 3 for the sports keyword, and you think, yeah, I'm super good, I'm ranking number 3 for the super high popular keyword. But you have this rating for 3.5, and users just click this rating filter 4.5, and all the apps except one are disappearing. Even the ad is disappearing. I don't know if it's a bug or something like this, but anyway, even the ad is disappearing. So only one app left on the screen. So that means that you are losing lots of your possible organic traffic if you have this kind of low ratings. So this is another reason of having ratings of 4.5. So it's super important. Let's go further about the power of reviews. So when you're like reading your reviews, when you're working with them, you're replying to them, of course you are gaining the customer trust. The current customers see that you actually care about them, so you are just replying them, you are trying to solve their issues, and other customers see that you are working with their reviews, so that means that you are something that can be trusted. So, and of course that will lead to improved profits. I will tell you a little bit later about this. So how to work with reviews? So this is the key question of the next couple of slides. So of course, first of all, we need to monitor of these reviews and keep feedback metrics alive. As I said, 4.5 for your ratings, some other benchmarks for the reviews. So we can use the feedback to align our product development. So we can understand what's happening on the market, what our customers are complaining about, what feature requests they're posting, what else they want to have in your app. So that's super important for the product teams to understand, are you doing it right? So responding to positive and negative reviews to attempt to resolve any negative situation. So this is really working when customers are super unhappy with something that you updated, or you have like several bugs in your app. So when these bugs are fixed, you can just reply to all of these negative reviews and ask customers to improve your to change their review to change 1 star to the 4 star at least. That means that will help you to reduce the rating impact for your average rating. So, and of course, app average rating is tend to fall all the time. So its nature is it's absolutely okay when average rating is falling super slowly, but it's still falling. So, and our goal is to make this falling as slow as possible. That's why you need to respond to the reviews, asking customers to change their rating. So that our goal is to make this natural rating falling as slow as possible. So, and of course we need to read competitor reviews to understand what customers are writing to them, what their feature requests, what they're complaining about. So that's the goal. And of course, even the customer doesn't change its review, other customers that will see, for example, that you are working with feedback, that mean that you will get more trust. So you're not just ignoring all of them with this feature request or bug complaints. You are working with them, and you will get absolutely more trust from your future customers. So let's talk about the reply strategy. How should you respond to reviews? How should you work with reviews? For example, if you have a growing app or like planning a soft launch, of course we need to analyze every review. So on this stage is super important to analyze every review, as every piece of feedback is super crucial for your product. Your goal is to get like 5-star ratings from the first customers. So use this native rating request for both platforms. That means that, and of course, ask team and friends to leave these 5-star reviews. You will get them featured on the app page. And for example, in App Store, if you get your review featured on the app page, and you will ask your friends and team to like this review, and it will stuck on the app page, and it will be stuck there forever. So you will have this positive review, 5-star review for forever. And of course, you will thank yourself a couple of years later for doing this, because like when your app will be super popular and reach, you will still have this 5-star review on the app main page. So for apps with many users, we have 3 options to work. First of all, it's automation to work. As for example, if you are getting like thousands of reviews every month, of course you don't have time to answer all of them. That's why we need to use automation to work with short feedback. we need to use automation for the basic bug reports, like when people are writing some don't work or something like this. So we need to ask customers to provide more data, to contact us via email, so it easily can be automated. And of course, to update replies when some kind of issues is fixed. For example, you have a bug in your app and you got like thousands of reviews with this bug, you mark this with some kind of tag, and then you just use automation to update your replies, like this bug is fixed, please update your review, please update your rating. So that really works. And for example, AudioMac is super popular audio app. They managed to automate almost all of their replies, and that helped them to save almost 200 hours of customer support team every week on replying to reviews. So automation is a key for working with lots of customer feedback to save your time and money. So what reviews we shouldn't respond manually? It's of course the negative reviews when people are complaining something like this. As customer appreciates really personal replies. Reviews with monetization tags or ads tags. This topic is super sensitive for the users when they're talking about the monetization issues or lots of ads. So that means that we can reply manually to understand what can we fix, what can we update in our app. And of course, it's manually, it's easier to move the conversation to another channel. So for example, by replying to negative reviews, you can ask customer to give more details by contacting us on the email. So, and the reporting. So this is the key, I guess, secret for most of new ASO and user acquisition managers. So we can easily report the reviews. We can report the offensive reviews when we can report the spam reviews. And the goal is the App Store and Google Play will delete the majority of these reviews. Like in Viber, they're reporting spam reviews and they get rid of 60% of reviews that were affecting their average rating. And as I told, average rating is always tend to get lower, and reporting these reviews and deleting these offensive reviews, low rating reviews, this spam thing, that will help keep our rating high and to keep our review feed super clean. So here's our road to success when working with the customer feedback. First of all, we are using the automation. Then we are applying manually to negative and sensitive reviews, and we are reporting offensive and spam reviews. So that will lead us to the average rating of 4.5 and higher. That will help us to increase conversion rate to install, as customers will see the good average rating on your app page. It will lead to more installs of your app, and more installs will lead to the improved ASO performance, as people will download your app by keywords, and you will get higher positions for these keywords. So this way you will actually improve your keyword positions without actually working with keywords. So this is the goal here. So the customer support work will help the user acquisition teams. So all of them will work together to get for the general goal of getting more downloads and revenue. So, and of course, the high average rating will lower your acquisition cost, as people will see these high rated apps. They will download it more often. And of course, the customer retention rate, average revenue per user, and lifetime value also will be increased. As you have a good average rating, that means that you have a great app, and that means that you have lots of customers that are staying with you for a long time. So this is our road to success. And as I told, this is a cycle, and everything in ASO is connected together. So we are working with reviews that will help us to get higher position for keywords. You will get more downloads, more revenue. So everything sounds like a super connected cycle. So here, what can we do for you? So first of all, we can unlock your insights with our competitor analysis to understand what's going on in the market, how it's happening, to understand what we need to do next by analyzing customer feedback, by finding the key insights and feature requests, and of course supporting our customers with replying to reviews and getting them immediate feedback. Like as I told, in Google Play, it's easy to talk with customer in real time. And of course, ASO tools will help you to scale and grow. So this is the whole cycle. And as you see, everything is working. Everyone is working for everyone here. So we are the customer support team working for the ASO tools for working for the competitor analysis. So everything is connected, and everyone is helping everyone. So here is the summary of the today's session. We have like 5 minutes left. So first of all, this is like the point zero. So first of all, we need to create the great and useful app. So nothing will work, nothing that I said will work if you have a low quality app. For example, the buggy app that is crashing, that is have like not really great design. So if you have a low quality app, unfortunately, nothing will work, because customers will still write you negative reviews. Customer will leave you negative ratings, and you will get less downloads. You will get lower positions by keywords. So the goal is to have this super great and useful app, so the customer should be happy with your app. And of course, we should work on keywords and overall organic user acquisition metrics. So we need to work hard on the conversion rate optimization, especially in Google Play Store. As I told, the Google Play is a for Google Play, it's super important to keep your numbers like on the line above the average. And of course, we need to take care about our customers to support them, analyzing the customer feedback, adjusting our overall strategy by listening to the customers. Of course, we are all super smart. We have our own vision, but anyway, we need to like see what our customers are waiting for, and this way we'll be able to adjust our strategy just to bring features that customers are waiting for. And of course, as I told you, now have a baseline to target both discovery and feedback metrics. So you can consider these numbers that I was that I told you today as like some kind of minimum goal of a baseline. You need to target them, or if you are already there, you need to, of course, your goal is to increase your ratings, increase your downloads, increase your conversion rates. So anyway, you have a baseline that you need to target. For example, if you're launching a new app or launching a new category. So this is it for today. So meet us, at the website. So it was our booth at a promotion summit in Berlin, but now it's a website. So we'll see you online. You can contact me anytime on LinkedIn, on email, and follow me on my Twitter for the latest ASO news. So, and I guess this is it for today. And James, jump to you.
Hi, Ilia. That was great. I think we'd just like to do a few quick questions if we can.
Okay, sure.
We have a question from Semyon, who is CEO of VMate, and he has a popular question, which is, why is the median conversion rate for App Store and Google Play so different?
That's a great question. Thank you. I'm just wanted to tell it. I forget about this, so thank you so much. So the median conversion rate for App Store is calculating from the impression. So that when users see your app on the device in the search results, for example, to download. So that means that like 1,000 of users saw your app on the device, 100 of them downloaded. So that means that conversion rate is 10%. So, but in Google Play, we don't have this impression metric. We have only page view metric. So the conversion rate is counting when the user is opening your app page and then downloading it. So that means in Google Play, almost half of people that are opening the app page and downloading it. So this is quite a different metrics, but that's all we have. The Google Play does not provide us with impression metric. So I hope it will in the future. But right now, this is how it works, and this is just different metrics. That's why the difference is so big between these numbers.
Great. And Ladan Safari, he's a senior product owner at Falcone, and he would like to know a bit more about the what's the correlation between conversion rate and reviews. And he says you mentioned the conversion rate must be over 3.8%. Yeah.
Conversion rate and reviews, you mean?
Yeah. Can you say a bit more about the correlation between the two?
So the conversion rate, the correlation between the conversion rate and let's start with ratings is a super straight. For example, if you have the rating lower than the 4.0, you can lost like on half of your future users. So that's super important to keep your average rating high. But the correlation between conversion rate and reviews is not really straight. The most important thing you need to track is that your featured reviews are have 5 stars, because this is the only reviews that will be visible on the app page. So, and this can, especially for games, when we are browsing some games, we are watching videos, we are looking at screenshots, reading reviews. So that's super important to keep your featured reviews with 5-star reviews, so that to increase your overall conversion rate to install when people are browsing for something, for games, for example.
Okay, great. And Guillem Ross, he's the CEO of Heavy. And he is asking, let me just grab his question again. Guillem wants, related to that, have you observed an uplift in conversion rate when apps reply to reviews?
Yeah, sure. There is no direct correlation, but when you're applying to reviews, your goal is to ask customer to increase their negative rating for this review. For example, if customer was unhappy and left 1-star review, your goal is to change this review to increase it like for 4 stars. That means that will help you to keep your high average rating and doesn't let your conversion rate drop. So there is no direct correlation, but there are lots of correlation with the proxy metrics, for example, when they're replying to reviews, is actually keep your average rating high and keep your conversion rate high. So this is, as I told, everything on the app page in ASO is connected. So of course, by replying only on one review, nothing will change. But if you will do it like constantly, day by day, week by week, so that will help you to keep your average rating high and keep your conversion rate on the good level.
Okay, great. And final question from Natalie Mandrico. She's the growth product manager at Weatherbug. And she was asking, you mentioned an app that you could use to automate replies.
Yes.
I think she's asking, what was the name of the app?
Automate replies. It was about AppFollow, so we are providing these possibilities. Yes, so to automate replying.
Great. All right. Well, there's a couple more questions we haven't got round to in the chat. Maybe Ilia or the team, you can go in and paste some answers in there and reply to them in text after this.
Sure.
And yeah, if you can maybe drop your contact details as well into the stream, yeah, that'd be good. We got them up there. But thanks for kicking off our ASO session today.
Thank you so much for inviting. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Ilia.